Do you feel like Hecarim's good in the late game? Or do you think he's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
pretty
Like this
bad?
game, for example, like you'll scale really well against their comp. Like Zerat, Smoller, Zed, you scale
So it's
well.
kind of comp depending.
Yeah, I mean sometimes like of
Okay.
course if every single enemy champ outscales you, you're gonna get outscaled, but usually it's pretty chill. Like
Yeah.
Hecarim does scale very well, especially with like item
Sure.
spikes. But it's important you play off item spikes. But yeah, we'll see. What's your thought process on pathing this game?
I'm gonna start top side. Try to ward their Raptors.
Yeah, this game like there realistically shouldn't be too many early gank opportunities. Like it's gonna be most likely a farm game, but pathing. I
Yeah.
mean, like pathing up and down is fine. It's just you're playing in a game like this. You're playing against Echo, right? There's a ward there. You could even
Yeah.
like back and sweep it if you want to. That's something I would do because it
Really?
gets yeah it gets Vex to level 2 early, or Sion level 2 early,
Sure.
and that might actually like change your lane, right? Just
Oh,
oh
they
you got
should have warded.
you
Oh,
placed
fuck.
a ward though, so you can't do
I
it.
forgot to change
But
that,
the
bro.
tactic there is if you auto the
Yeah.
ward and let them last hit, they get level 2 on the first
Yeah.
wave, which is actually really good into like
Gotcha.
a Renekton matchup, right?
Okay, bro, that's some big brain shit. I've never thought of that.
But it's better on Sion than on Vex, because Vex isn't gonna die level 2, but or Sion might, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm at 120 ping right now.
Do you usually play 120 ping or no?
No. It
It
should
might
drop
be because
back
you're
down.
streaming, but
No, I stream all the time.
that's weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, kiting on 120 ping is gonna be rough, but
Actually, doesn't feel that bad.
okay,
There
it's
we go.
dropping now. You're good. Yeah, Echo is a jungler that likes to start Raptors as well.
Also, do you double W Gromp here?
Yeah, you can W Grump. It's okay.
Okay.
What's more important is just kiting it properly.
Sure.
Because when you start blue, your clear is very healthy, so it doesn't really matter that much. Like when you get to Raptors, you'll be full HP, right?
Yeah. Oh, that missed. Pops awarded.
Have you checked bot lane HP really fast? Enemy bot lane? Okay, they're really low.
Very low. Also, do you smite golems here, or do you just wait,
Here it's
save it for
better
the...
to hold it, because you have Conquer, you want to
Yeah.
fight, right? So you don't need to finish it too fast clear. The only reason you would smite here is if you need to be bot for a dive or a counter.
Yeah.
But bot does look really diveable. They should be really low. Okay, that's their
Actually,
heal
go
as
back
well.
blood.
Echo could be your counter, he is. He should have only 16 CS though. Nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get crab.
So his wolves is down, his blue and Gromp are up.
That was blue and Gromper up.
Yeah.
I mean, should I pick my team to move, or is it just too risky? I
I
feel
mean,
like it's
enemy
kind of
bot
risky
lane is
because
still 1
Elo.
HP. Mid lane is, like, you can
Yeah.
go for this. This is not risky at all.
I just...
The only thing is, Echo's gonna have item advantage, and he has flash up as well. And bot lane
Yeah,
might
level.
move here. But 50-15, this
Yeah.
is good. This is good for you. Nice. That's really, really big.
And then should I just go crab? Just gonna go crab. Alright, I'm thinking crab and then I just reset. Is that right?
Yeah, well, we should have reset earlier, but at this point,
Okay, crab
it's
control.
okay to stay on map, to be honest. We're not going tier.
Okay, yeah, okay.
It's okay to stay on map just because you already went crab, but the right play is to base before, right?
Sure. Okay.
We'll talk about it after, but really good early game so far, though. This game's going really perfect for us.
Sorry, died once. That Renekton's always a problem when it's in my game. Should I just full clear reset?
Yeah, at this
Full clear,
point,
look for bot and drag.
if you take a reset anytime during a clear now, it's inefficient, so you need to stay. But the good thing is, on jungle, your jungle pet does a lot of damage. Hecarim doesn't necessarily need items to clear fast, so...
Should I just go drag here?
I mean, you could. Echo's top side, he's gonna reset and go bot side, though.
Think so.
You have a lot of bot prio, but it's up to you.
Yeah, I think I just Cinder, bud. It should kill. Yeah.
We know Echo's gonna run straight bot here. And he still has slash, I'm pretty sure.
Xerath is behind. That's just some troll. Ball once played.
Do we see Echo as well?
I'm gonna get this and actually I can maybe look plot.
We are level 6 up 2 levels.
Back.
Nice, it's good.
Reset, go grubs. Kind of fucked up my R a little bit there.
Your R is actually like really,
I
really
think
decent.
I missed it though on Smolder, but
your R was decent surprisingly. Yeah, this game's go Sundered first.
I don't know if I can rush grubs. Probably not.
Echo's gonna be max level 5 right now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, my sign's back in. I should just focus on full clear, you think? Or try to take one
Yeah, you
grub
can chill.
out?
You don't have to force anything, right? But you can. You're in a position where you can basically do anything. Just some plays are better than others.
I'm gonna try to do one grub and get out.
You do have mid prio, but top has no prio, so.
Actually, I'm surprised this isn't warded. And he has a back here. You can look top after this.
Okay, Echo's here. He's level 5. He's gonna go to Krugs after this. I think Echo might still have flash.
I'll find out.
Nice, really good. This fight's winning as well.
Probably really. I might just kind of want to back.
Vex is pretty low mana. Nice.
Good shit. I mean, I could maybe invade his red, but what do you think was the call there? Invade his red or just?
Oh no, doing your full clear is way better here.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after, but your entire jungle's been up, so just take your jungle, right? That's gonna be the safest and most reliable and best played 90% of the time in a situation like this.
Do I go for his blue at the top side? Or I just put my bots
back? I mean, you can invade your really hard, right? You have R as well.
He just wasted
nice.
Wasted his W.
It's a good play.
Yeah, I don't want to invade.
Okay, not invading here is a better call.
Bro, I'm fucking smurfing this game.
Yeah, this game's going well. All we gotta do is keep pushing tempo. We're making good plays though. We're really close to Sundered Sky now. We might even have it.
I think I'm gonna clear these two camps and back.
Oh, we do have it, but yeah, staying on map is fine as well. There's no objective to really fight for. You'll be on map for
Yeah.
dragon anyways with item. Once you have sundered, you can like do whatever you want basically. Okay, game state's really good though. All of our lanes are winning. Echo's really far behind.
You path drag here or topside?
I mean, Echo's bot. Just click bot
Yeah, it
here.
goes bot.
Good chilling.
Did you have blue buff? I didn't. Yeah, you did. Okay. Hmm.
Look mid.
Ghost. Should be able to double
Nice.
kill here. Bro, I play. I'm the fucking best. What can I say? Holy shit.
Yeah, it's good. The only thing is we should probably hold R there, just because we have like 10 seconds of ghost left, so you can probably just kill
Oh,
Echo.
really?
Yeah, because having R for dragon is a lot more valuable, because you can just easily force with Kaisa R.
Okay.
A little bit hard to fight this, but it's free anyways, because
Yeah.
we're
I
up
don't
a
think
full
we'll
item.
fight it.
But if we weren't as ahead, like, try to hold R there. And if you have to, then you are, right?
Sure. I just want to reset. Is that reset play for grubs? Can you go clip second?
Yeah, go clip second.
Yeah. Cool.
Third, you can go Stax. You can go. This game's Stax is chill.
Yeah, stairs because they're CC.
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
even
this
get
is just
Shojin
breath
third,
rush.
but I don't like Shojin when you have Ingenious. I think it's not that good.
This is red is probably up. Should I?
And it's the same situation. Your entire jungle's up.
Yeah. Okay.
The best play here is gonna be doing your jungle.
Full clearing. Okay.
Yeah, if your
Yeah, it's
jungle is
working
down
into
though, and
play.
after grubs, like you can look for something, but your main goal right now is just to push tempo and fight objectives and be fighting. Like when you have a big lead like this, it's important you can farm your camps like really fast, right?
Yeah. Why did this get going? Kind of working though. Should be kind of. Let's get crab. The ward bait. I don't think I played that well. Is there a flash though? Smolder goes flash. Yeah, this can be just a wrap.
Yeah, this game's looking good. Our team's performing well as well.
tower here. Fuck, I trolled that.
Yeah, we int that pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie, but it's true.
I blame the ping, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah, you have big ping
Well,
spells,
I think I
actually.
actually would have gotten my Sundered auto off with my W, and I actually probably would have lived that.
I mean, like, there you have
But
like you have two options. Either you have 6 grubs, you one shot the tower, you just play slow.
yeah,
You don't really have to force, right?
yeah,
I can really run. So
yeah. I guess I didn't. Yeah, fuck that up. I didn't know R either.
yeah, Smolder got bounty, Zerath got bounty. They're not gonna FF this game, I think, but
Yeah. Got top to bots on there for drag. Gonna do this first because a little bit more flexibility with red with Q stacks.
probably gonna force mid here.
Give me the kill.
Nice, that's free.
Don't goes to oh that hit.
I think Zerath has ghost up.
Yeah.
Or heal, sorry. Or flash.
Or no, you shouldn't have flash. Okay. Ace.
Yeah, I mean here you could even force tier 2 if you want, but the dragon's free as well. Like tier 2
I
bot.
mean teams, yeah. Check out the stay.
Staying here is
Use your
good.
E, bro. Oh, yeah, no. Q missed. Right. You think Sojin here?
Stacks is like better. You don't need Shojin in this build.
Yeah. I
Like
like Starix just with their CC.
you have enough CDR with
Do
Ionian.
you ever go Mercs?
Yeah, you can go with Tabbies and Mercs. If you go Tabbies and Mercs, then Shojin's a lot higher value
Yeah.
for the ability haste. But I don't know. I find going you only go Mercs or Tabbies when it's like 4 like heavy AP or 4 heavy AP or a lot of CC.
Sure.
But if you have Tenacity Rune plus Sterax, it's equivalent to it's like as good as Mercs, right? It's better a
Sure.
little bit because like the Tenacity doesn't stack that well. If you have Mercs, Tenacity Rune plus Sterax, like you're only gonna have like what 50%, 60 max.
Should I even be full playing here? Or is this just troll?
I mean, at this point in the game, like
Doesn't really matter.
your team like is gonna kill anyways. But the right play is to be with team because you don't need this farm, right?
Yeah.
But the more consistent play, like if your team wasn't inting, this is really good. Like you want to be farming this and playing slow and playing for your objectives. That's how you win games cleanly, right?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
situations like this where your team's insing and you're there, it just flips the game usually for no reason. But you guys have a big enough lead where it doesn't really matter. But if I was playing this game, I would probably just do my camps like you're doing.
Sucks. Alright, I dodged the stun. I dodged the stun. Bro. Whatever. I need to get out. Yeah, that
Nice.
worked. I guess I could stay, right? But I've had him.
I mean, like, the better play here is to stay because your team is like staying, and
Sure.
you don't have a reset timer here. Like, you could be in this
Yeah.
fight and ending the game, getting double inhib, right? Us
Yeah,
resetting is
true.
allows room for our team to throw.
True.
Like, yes, you get the item, but now they're picking up bounties for free. It still doesn't matter because
True,
we're gonna win
true,
this
true,
game,
true,
but
true, true.
that's the idea, right?
No, no, you're so right though.
We'll talk more during VOD, but essentially your main goal right now is to be there for your team during fights, because if you're there for a fight, you're gonna just win the game, right? The only way you can lose games like these is if you're not in the fights, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
true.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
let me just pull up the VOD really quickly. Game for you as well. Let me send you
Oh,
the
this
notes
happens
as well.
every time I get coached. I just get like, I just fucking.
I mean, this game was a
easiest game
stomp,
of my
but
life.
I still have a lot of notes, but
Yeah,
like,
cool.
even in a hard stomp, right? There's gonna be like hella notes. Let me
Sure.
just send you. Let me just copy paste these actually. Okay, I sent you them on Discord.
Cool.
I'll pull up the VOD in a second.
God damn. Look at those notes.
Okay. Let me stream for you. I'm streaming on Discord, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Yeah, so this game is good. Overall, like, our mechanics are clean enough. Our overall Hecarim is pretty clean. I do like what I see. I think our clear does need a lot of work, but
Oh, really?
yeah,
Like,
our clear, it doesn't need a lot of work. Our clear is good, it's decent, don't get me wrong.
it's
But
decent.
if you want to
Okay,
climb
okay,
to
that's
match a gym,
better.
it should be more efficient, right? I'll talk
Initial
you through
clear or
it.
just overall?
Just in general, but mainly the initial clear. Initial
Gotcha.
clear matters a lot, because after that,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter too much. You'll be it matters, but it matters like subsequently, but initially it matters a little bit more, right? So this game, just let's go through the game. Yeah, so just in the beginning here, when there's a ward, like usually enemy jungle is never gonna
Yeah,
ward this
yeah.
early. This is actually a really bad ward, but this game it did happen, and every game is different, right? But in a situation like this, sometimes it happens to me as well. If they ward here, if they ward like in river, you actually just want to base here, get sweeper, and then I talked why it's good during the game, but let me reiterate.
Yeah.
So if you sweep this, if you base sweeper, spam ping your Sion to come. You would sweep this, let Sion last hit, or you kill it with Sion. He's gonna get level 2 on the first wave, and that's gonna
Yeah.
help him a
Yeah,
lot.
it's huge.
It's really big,
Yeah.
right? And especially in a matchup where he doesn't have flash against Renekton, and Renekton might even have ignite, for example. It's a very volatile
Yeah.
lane where he might get killed level 2 and they might all in. So getting level 2 on the first wave can actually save Sion's lane heavily. That's just something to think about really fast. Like, you don't want to give it to Vex because Vex doesn't need it at all. She's not. It's a very
Sure.
slow lane where you don't need that, right? Anyways, going our
Yeah.
clear, we had a high ping early game, so here you actually want to go double camp. I think did we get leash this game? Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, we did.
Wait, we did. Yeah, usually when you get leash, it's a little bit awkward, but essentially what you want to do when you start blue buff is you want to get blue buff low enough and run to your gromp and Q gromp and blue buff at the same time. Usually it's more efficient in this situation. The way you play it, you Q right now, you go to gromp and then Q them together, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you
yeah,
Q
yeah,
blue, you don't
yeah.
auto blue buff here. You walk back, take a step back, Q, walk to gromp, wait for blue buff to reach, then Q again. That's a little bit more
Sure.
efficient. right? You're gonna save a little bit of time. Because here you waste an auto, and then you don't Q Gromp, so you waste a little bit of time, right? I don't know if you see it, but it is more efficient that way. And here as well, on Gromp, you can auto Q right now. Yeah, you can start running right now, right?
Yeah, true.
And here you can W, it's fine to W, I think. Just because, like, again, it doesn't matter too much. The clear is not gonna change that much. If you want to hold W to pull wolves.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if it like the clear is faster if you W save it for wolves.
It's very similar. But it is a little bit faster to hold it. We got at least, so it's a little bit like the timing's a little bit off, right? But just in general, like, it doesn't matter too much. Don't focus on that. What you should be focusing a lot more is your kiting. And so, like, for these wolves, for example, we mess these up a little bit. On wolves, basically for every camp early game, you can leave at 300 HP. What I mean, so you hold at the edge and you can leave and auto Q, or auto Q, just Q and it's gonna die. Right, your jump has, so like here, you could run away even earlier, Q it, you don't have to go for the auto. And here you don't even have to auto, Q, you missed the Q here, unlucky.
Bro, how did my Q miss though?
Yeah, that was weird, the skin diff. But yeah, anyways, here, let me see this. Yeah, so your W isn't up. Yeah, but usually if your W is up here, what you want to do is follow my cursor, you walk to the edge here. Yeah, you go to the very edge. A lot of people, a lot of time I watch Hecarim clears, they go all the way in the corner. This is inefficient because at that point you might as well just walk to the camp.
Yeah.
But you can go like to the very edge of this like this rectangle, the very edge here, and it's gonna pull like that. And it's a lot faster, and you already kite the camp for yourself, right?
Sure.
And here your W just came up, you should always pull with W. It's a little bit faster as well. I think the rest of our clear is relatively good. Here, like, I think you might have wasted an auto, just Q, and it's gonna fade away. But
so I could probably save like 3-4 seconds on my clear.
Yeah, so far on this clear, you can save probably 4 or 5 seconds, just being more efficient.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy to think about, because every like second matters, right? Especially in higher elos. Like the way I'll put it, the way I'll put it, and the reason why I focus a lot on clears and having good clears is because, like, in some games, in most games, it's not actually gonna matter. Like, your 5 seconds faster clear time is not gonna matter, but in the games that it does matter, it's gonna matter. Like, why not have an advantage over your opponent just for no reason, right? So getting a more efficient clear is really important. And here we go, Krugs. I just want to watch this clear. The rest of this is chill. Yeah, here you don't want to smite here. The only time you would smite is if you're gonna reset right after Krugs, right?
Okay.
But usually in season 14, I realized that facing after Krugs isn't usually the best. And when you're playing Conqueror, you want to stay on map because you can actually duel very easily. Clear so much faster. Anyway, so here we see Echo, and we see he's here at 320.
Check out how I played Vision here, bro.
Yeah, this was good.
Challenger level Vision play.
But something like, as soon as you see Echo here, you should be thinking a couple things. You're thinking, oh, he's level 3. You should be thinking, like, right away, I saw Echo, you didn't open tab, you know, I knew he had 16 CS, because he's here at 3 minutes, that means he did wolves, right? There's no reason for him to have, like, it's either like 12 or 16 CS, like, right away we have an advantage, we should be looking to fight this, and we do, which is good. But he did base for Dark Seal, but still, like, the level advantage is a lot more valuable than gold, right?
Yeah, sure.
I think
I actually have no idea how he didn't see me.
I was about to say, I mean, look from him, I'm pretty sure he might have just saw you.
Maybe I was like, I think I was.
You were just a pixel perfect. Fog. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, but here, this is good. You could even ghost like a second earlier, just so you got more DPS off. But this is good. You ghost relatively early, like see that. Now the thing is here, I think our target selection was a little bit bad. We're focusing on Echo here, but Echo has flash. Like, Echo can actually like get away here. He gets 3 Qs. He can get away. Honestly, he flashes this. He's out.
I don't know why he didn't flash. Yeah,
so he flashes it. It's out.
Honestly, my hope here was almost for him to like flash into his team, and then I hit him with EQ and he dies.
So the way we should play this is not even. We should play this better before like even this fight. What I mean by this is we should be paying attention to how low bot lane is. We realized that they're really low, but we didn't realize what sums they had. We weren't paying close attention to this. But why is it important to pay close attention to this bot fight? After you're full clear, there's no reason to look top, right? We're bot side. No reason to look mid. The only thing you should really be focusing on is bot lane. So it's really important for us to like try to track summoner spells if our team doesn't say anything, right? Because here we should know Smolder has no F, and then we instantly kill Smolder for first blood. And if you trade 1 for 1, it's always gonna be worth it. You get first blood, it's really good, right? So we should know Smolder has no flash. And the way you know is by glancing bot lane.
Just watching.
Yeah, and even looking in chat if they ping in chat, that's good. And even like asking them after your full clear, because it's really important, right? you don't have to ask. That's like doing too much, but you should be trying to pay attention. And something I do a lot. You don't even have to look at. You don't have to move your camera. You farm your camps and you're watching. If Smolder TPs on the map, he flash, right? So that's something really nice to keep in mind, because if we know Smolder has no F here, you have 3 Q stacks. You just one shot him here. You eons him, W auto Q, he's dead. And then they have no heal as well, so he's just dead. So I think our target selection here wasn't the best. Echo shouldn't really die, and because you know he has flash, you should hold your E and try to chase, right? Because if you go for the 1-for-1 here, it's like usually really worth it. If you have first blood, I always consider that worth it, because you should be able to push a lead better than enemy can with a kill, right? And first blood.
Like, I'm always thinking though, like if he flashes, he'd have to flash back under his tower into his team, in which then I just get a Q on all 3 of them, and I can
but the way Echo should play this, like here, look where we E. Yeah. We E him to the right. If he flashes, he's out. He lives. Like if he flashes right now, he still gets propelled by the E, and he's gonna get pushed into tower, because that's how Hecarim E works, right? So he lives, unless you get your Q off before, but your Q's not even off cooldown. So he should live 10 out of 10 times here, and we should walk away with nothing. But it's his misplay that we benefit off of, right? But here, we should target Smolder, but we should be basically, this entire sequence is us not paying enough attention to bot lane sums, and that's why it's a mistake, right? Because if Smolder has flash here, it's not a mistake to go for Echo here. And instead, it's still good, because let's think about what happens after, right? We don't kill Echo, and we help bot lane shove, then all of a sudden we know Blue and Gromp are up. Everybody has to reset. You could probably play for Gromp here. If he 50-50s, he has no flash, he's dead, right? So that's the play, that's the sequencing there, and it's still really good in our favor. So you don't need to focus too much on the kill here. Echo should get out, he doesn't, whatever. But anyways, it's all about, in CLO and D2, D1 Masters, it's all about playing off enemy mistakes.
Yeah, should I have skipped crab here?
Yeah, here exactly. Here you skip crab and go blue. What's more valuable? Blue buff for crab, blue buff 10 out of 10 times. So you'll blue up here, and it's really free. And the reason why it's so free is enemy bot lane is so weak, they literally cannot help, right? So it's a 1v1 between you and Echo.
Yeah.
And if you go blue buff here, you can actually probably take it before Echo gets here. Now this is like...
True.
You can probably get it.
This only works out because I won the 50-50.
Yeah, I think you would be able to kill blue before Echo gets here if you skip crab for sure.
Yeah,
and then he has 2 options. Either he goes Gromp or fights you on crab. Well, you win the fight on crab because he doesn't have mid prio, he doesn't have bot prio. So whatever happens, you're always going to be in a good situation, right? Anyways, but here, this is still a good play for us. Going crab is not the ideal play, but this is still good, right? You want to be fighting this. Again, he has item advantage, but it doesn't matter because we have a red buff and level advantage and Q stack advantage. You're just way stronger than Echo. If this is a Yi, however, then you could argue, oh, okay, maybe you don't go for this play. But because it's Echo, you get the 50-50, boom, you just want to get out, and boom, press B. Base right now, early game is secured. This game is so good. Yeah, so we played this early game relatively well, but taking a reset here is so important, right? You have 1900 gold at this point. That's boots and triple longsword, basically. Like double longsword and like something, right? So boots is just so valuable here. And the reason why basing here is so good is because let's think about what Echo's gonna do, right? Like you're thinking, okay, stay on map. There's no real mid gank here. They both have flash. This is not like this is not a good quality look. Your thought process is you want to play for this crab, right? Now, something you could be thinking is, okay, Echo clearly 3 camp reset with Dark Seal, but we didn't pay attention. He had Dark Seal. We didn't notice that, right? So you would think, oh, if he 3 camp base, what does that mean? He started Raptor. It's 4 minutes in this game. His Raptors are back up. Echo is probably on his Grump. You could go fight this, push out mid and fight Raptors. Now, if you did this, I wouldn't consider this a mistake. It's not like the play I would do, but this is decent, right? You can really punish Echo hard. So if you want to push out mid and then play for his Raptors and take another 50-50, your smite spell would be up again. So you can play it. But the best play here is not like if you stay on map, it's to fight Raptors. That's it. Because Zed's kind of useless early game. Like these guys are pretty useless early game. So it's kind of just you running the map and you're able to. But yeah, staying on map for crab is really bad because you can just reset, buy your boots, 2 longsword, get to crab at almost the same time. Well, it'll be 5 seconds later, but then you have all your gold spent. Your tempo is crazy, and Echo can't be there no matter what. Echo is not going to be a crab before you no matter what, even if you base, right? And with boots, it's just going to make it easier. So honestly, this is a really big mistake that we don't reset here. But yeah, as I said, if you stay for Raptors and try to fight this, that's okay because you're just a lot stronger early game, and you can easily outplay Zed Echo because they don't have items, right? He has D-Shield, useless champ. So you can easily outplay this and shove out mid, your Raptors, and then boom. The early game's still good, but just in general, take a reset here. and you don't really care for this crab. This crab is now useless. What you're thinking is, let me reset, spend my gold, and be on time for Grump. And that's your main goal, because then you can decide, oh, play full clear. Your bot lane has so much prio where you're able to play dragon off first reset. I'm talking a lot of this early game, but that's kind of the thought process you kind of want, right? You're not going to be thinking about all of this, but just in general, the key things you should be thinking about is, okay, my bot lane had a lot of prio early game. They're kind of stomping. What this means is I'm going to probably just do another full clear into drag. You know, I'm not going to worry about top. Top's not in the equation, and million's basically a farm lane, so we just chill. But yeah, this is a really big mistake that we stay on map here. I talked about it enough, but yeah. Moving on with the game. And just another reason why it's a mistake is here, like, we're on dragon, but we still don't have a gold spent. Now, this dragon call is actually, this is a fine dragon call, because we saw Echo topside and we have bot prio. This is a fine call, right? I think we both know why it's fine, just because, you know, playoff prios, mid lane solo kill. This is good to do, but it would be a lot easier if you have items and you clear this 10-15 seconds faster, right? And if you have boots, you can easily just go on Zerath to your turn. A lot more flexible if you have 2-2 boots, right? Because if you have no items, you're kind of just like, it's just like inefficient, right? You see why it's inefficient as well. But in this situation though, doing dragon is fine, because we did see Echo top lane, I think. So here, yeah, so we get 6 off this as well. And here we play this. This is good. You don't have to base here. You're level 6. You're two levels up. And this is actually a good R. This R was actually really good because you push Smolder away. Now, if you die here, it's honestly still fine. Your tempo is still crazy. Like, the way I want you to think about it is, this play is always going to be good to go for a couple of reasons. But even if you die, like, you get a 1-for-1, which is like guaranteed basically. If you are, 1-for-1 is guaranteed. But if you die 1-for-1, which is fine. Like, look at our jungle. Our jungle is entirely down, right? Which means we don't really waste any time.
Not losing any time.
Yeah, you're not using any tempo. Your camps are all gonna be back up when you respawn. So doing this play is always gonna benefit you more, right? If that makes sense. Like, you already have a lead, and then you get the 1-for-1, add on to the lead, and then you get back to your camps and you have a crazy lead. And you can do whatever you want. But this play is good to go for always. And we actually end up playing it pretty well. The RR was good. It pushed Smolder away. This is good, and just take base here. Do you end up staying? You take base. Okay, yeah, so you take base here. This is good. Yeah, so now our Gromp is up in like a minute. Our entire full clear's up. This is really good game state. It's like perfect early game, to be honest. Apart from like the mistake of not resetting. It could be cleaner, but just in general, it's good. And we played off the Echo's mistakes well. Also with itemization really quickly, if you're going to be doing this build, if you're rushing Sun and Sky, Tunneler is a lot more valuable than Caulfield's. Just be like, that's how I feel.
HP.
Yeah, the HP gives you so much like doing potential, and you don't need the ability haste that much because you already have 2 boots, right? This actually like 15 ability haste. Like, I value Tunneler a lot more. It feels a lot better just in general, especially when you're like even.
I usually like prioritize just damage early because it helps you clear faster and you're on the main.
Yeah, but what I want you to think about is you're only losing 5 AD from Caulfields to Tunneler, right? Tunneler's 15.
Really? It's only
Yeah,
5.
yeah, but the thing is, you're losing the ability haste, but you have the ability haste of boots, right? Now, if you're in a situation where you like have tier 1 boots and you have to choose between Tunneler and Caulfields, you're gonna take Caulfields, but you're gonna go boots first anyway, so you're not gonna be in that situation. So Tunneler first after boots, typically I like that better like 95% of the time, to be honest. It feels really good. It gives you so much fighting potential, because like the quick explanation is, early game, if you have more HP, you get more Qs off with your 3 Q stacks, right? On 3 Q stacks, the ability haste is significantly less valuable, because like, if that makes sense, like, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you have more ability haste early game, like, it doesn't matter that much for 3 Q stacks. What's important is you have 3 Q stacks, and having more HP is going to allow you to have 3 Q stacks more. If that makes sense. Yeah, just in general, Tunneler feels better in a situation like this. I always get Tunneler. Okay, yeah, just a quick note. Something we don't do enough in game is we're not moving our camera to check enemy laner HP, right? While we're doing grubs, quickly check Zed. Oh, he's laning. Okay, 70% HP, Renekton full HP, and Prio. That's something we should like know right off the bat, right? Because then we know if Renekton comes, he's gonna fight. If Zed comes, he's gonna fight, right? If they're low HP, then you know you're a lot more flexible and it's a lot more chill. And that's something we should be doing a lot more, especially early game. On our first clear, you should be looking bot lane a lot more, right? Because then you'll realize, oh, they're weak. My bot lane stacking a wave. Oh, I should go for this dive, right? It tells you what to do.
Yeah.
It gives you a lot of valuable information, and it's really gonna help you make the right decision, right? It's gonna help you make the right play if you just know their HP,
Yeah.
right? You're not going to second guess yourself, and you're going to make the right play usually. The rest of this game was really chill. When we're going for this fight, all this looked good. And at this point, we have a pretty big lead on Echo, up 1500 gold early game, which is insane. And we end up doing this play. This is good. You recognize quickly that he used W. You could go for this kill. Now, the only reason, like, I probably wouldn't, I don't know if I would go for this, but you do kill him, even if he flashes away.
Yeah, I guess I play like a phase rush here because
yeah, if you have phase rush, you kill him, but he does have flash. Yeah. He could actually get away here if you react in time. He didn't react in time, so it's fine. But this is a play I wouldn't really go for, just because like you either you go for this kill or you get crab red buff Krugs, 300 gold right there. That's basically a kill. But going for this play, it's okay because Dragon's not up in a minute or in a while, so you're gonna have ulti up for Dragon, right? So it's okay. And here you're thinking about invading. Doing this invade is never good, right? Just look at map really quickly. And bot lane, Xerath's gonna come. It's 50-50. Why 50-50? Exactly. Mid's backing, no TP. You take the guaranteed resources, right? This is never a good invade, ever. So I'm glad we realized that as well.
Yeah.
The rest of this game's pretty chill. Going to my notes. And for this fight bot lane. Alright, so this fight mid. Okay, yeah, so this, we ghost for this. We kill Zed.
Yeah, and he's dead. Yeah, I should have just held.
Yeah, so
my
here
R.
we pop ghost. We still have ghost for 8 seconds, right? And our E's up in 7 seconds. You can easily gap close this. You can easily walk around. Where's Echo gonna run? He runs to the left. You press E. As soon as your ghost ends, you're gonna have your E up, right? So you just chase him, and then you can play his Raptors, then you can play Blue Braum.
What's the benefit of saving R? I guess you said for the drag fight, but I guess.
Well, if you can make the way you should think about it, the way you should think about it is, like if you can make a play and get a kill without using R, you should be making that play without using R.
Yeah.
Because your R is so much more valuable, right? It helps you fights.
Okay.
Like in this situation,
my brain
yeah. But that's the way you should be thinking about it, right?
Okay.
Especially early and mid game. Now late game, like, it doesn't really matter. You can be a lot more like liberal with your R usage, but just in general early game, because your R is on a 100-second cooldown. It's not like it's short, right? But yeah, here you want to try to hold R and use R last second if you have to, because you're talking about death timers and saying, oh, you got 2 kills, use R, but you can get Dragon, right? Which is like, that's true to an extent, but in Zed's TP, Echo can be there. If they really want to contest this, they can. The only reason they can't is because bot lane is so pressed, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot more valuable to have R here than not. And in a situation where you can make play without using R, you want to do that. Okay. So here, okay, this is good. So we got Dragon, this is correct. And here you take a base, but taking a base here is actually incorrect, right? We have 900 gold. You already have your main item spike. What you want to be doing with your Sundered Sky spike is staying on map as much as you can. There's no point to reset here. When your Krugs are up in 10 seconds, you can just go Raptors and Wolves Gromp. Play for Grubs. Okay. When you have 1500 gold, there's no reason to reset here. Okay. If you want to reset for Grubs, I guess it's fine, but like, think about it this way. You either reset, go Grubs, or you go Raptors, Wolves, and Grubs at the same time. Yeah, right? So you don't need to spend the gold when you're this ahead. Now, if the game was a lot closer and you needed the gold to be spent to carry, maybe, but like even still, you shouldn't do that because it's better to push more tempo.
Sure.
And just get Raptors, Wolves, Q stacks into Grubs, and you're never gonna lose that, right? Yeah, but staying on map is a little bit more valuable. And if you stayed on Raptors, you could easily counter mid if there was something mid, right? You want to be staying on map after Sundered. Honestly, it's a pretty big mistake that we reset there. And we're kind of lucky our team didn't end, right? That's kind of what I think about it. Like, your team's gonna end all the time, but they just didn't end here. Going on with the replay. Okay, yeah, so this is also about our R. Yeah, so we make it play bot side here. Waste our control ward, all good. Yeah, so here, you instantly R in Xerath, but Xerath has no E. If you just walk through Xerath, you can just make a play without using R, if that makes sense.
Yeah, true.
Like, this is what I want you. Even if he has E up, you try to make the play without using R.
Without R.
Because what that means is you're trying to, like, you have to. It's either okay, either you rely on movement and spacing, or you rely on pressing point and click R, right? So what's gonna make you like better mechanically and have better intuition in fights
Yeah, the
is
movement. Yeah.
holding your R, making a play without it. It's just gonna overall make you better at Hecarim, right? And then you make the R because you're already 4 levels up. If he has like a 700 bouncy, maybe you could argue, but using R for him is not even like that worth it, right? Because here, like, you should have R the entire time here, and then you can just easily make this play, right? Like boom, you R, probably kill both of them here. So yeah, don't. I think I read it well in the notes, but essentially what you want to be doing is just walking up, trying to make this play. Your tier 2 boosts are pretty fast, and right here, think of R as a last resort, early game, mid game, right? And what I mean by that is you try to make the play, and then boom, Xerath flashes, then you R, and he's dead guaranteed, right? Because he can easily flash your R. If you're against a champ with no flash, then by all means you can enter with R, but usually early game they're just gonna flash like this. So if you hold R, you can kind of like guarantee it, right? And only use when you have to, essentially, early game, mid game. And if you just apply this like if you apply this to every single situation, early game, mid game, you'll notice you're not going to use R nearly as much, and it's going to open up more plays because then you can reset, make a play with R, right? That's kind of how it is. But alright, so here we make top play. The best play here is to just wait.
I swear I lagged though. Nope.
No, the best play here is not even to go around. You play slow.
Yeah, I guess my brain. I think the Scion kind of forced it, and then I followed it, even though I should have.
Yeah, you can just
waited.
Your E is not up right now. You can just like run through, take 3 tower shots, run through the tower. Renekton has no E. If he flashes away, if he flashes away, you have Sun in the Sky. You take his damage, but you heal it all back up in 2 autos. That makes sense. You take 3 tower shots, take 700 damage, heal it all back up in 2 autos. Renekton just use both of his E's. If you walk up, he flashes. I mean, I guess he can W you, but like that's what I would do in this situation. Especially because our E is back up as well. And if he W's you, you can just buffer it with your E and you'll get out of tower range, right?
Yeah.
But here, Slam Fox Demolish, auto the tower 3 times. Is that here? So here we go for the Q. This is really troll. You just get the tower here. You actually one shot the tower in a couple autos, so that's for sure best play.
Yeah, just the tower there.
Yeah, but at this point in the game's really good. Okay, we end up making a play here. We get 3 picks, and we're sieging mid, whatever. And we're still playing this. Now, right now, boom, you have such a big lead, 6 grubs. You can actually look for like bot tier 2. You can get a huge chunk on this, and then once your team, falls back, then you can get dragon. Like right now, you should be trying to force every fight you can, right? And what this means is you apply pressure on this tower, and you have 6 grubs. With this next wave, that's a cannon wave, you might even be able to get the entire tower. If they come to match you with TP, you fall back and get dragon. And if they fight you, you're gonna win this because you're 2 items, right? And level 12 to Echo is like level 10 or something. Right, so getting tier 2 bot lane here is a lot better. Your team's sieging tier 1 mid, tier 2 mid. Now, the right play for your team as a whole is to get mid, fall back, get dragon. But you don't know what your team's gonna do, right? They might stay.
Yeah.
So if you go on tier 2, you can just guarantee yourself a lot more resources. This is 700 gold right here, right?
Yeah.
That's 2 kills. Yeah, so we should be looking to force fights. That doesn't mean going on dragon, that means getting tower, and then you fall back at dragon. You want to be forcing these fights, right? It doesn't matter if someone is you guys win. But this only applies like when you're really ahead, right? If it was an even game state, you would actually just get this tower and then fall back at dragon like you did. But because you're so ahead, we should be looking for more ways to push our lead. Yeah, exactly. That's something we're not doing enough, and it's something that's gonna help us like get cleaner games, faster games, and just like overall snowball harder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but just in general, if it's an even game state, the correct play is get tower, fall back. You don't actually go for this because you don't need to first. You get 3rd Drake, and then you're really winning, right? But we are winning a hard, so we wanna look for that. And here, just mechanics. So here we try to kill him with Q. We actually just want to look for auto attack here with Conqueror build.
With Sunburst,
I guess on phase rush, if you're going phase rush, Children Eclipse, I guess finishing with Q is decent. But yeah, here you want to finish with auto, just in general, because you have to heal off, right?
Bro, this skin just fucking decreases the Q.
Yeah, no, this skin does feel really small though. I'm not gonna lie, it does feel small. The hitbox is weird, but it's a nice skin. I can't lie. Anyways, yeah, Yeah, so just in general, the last couple of things I want to talk about is look at game state, right? Our entire team is fighting. Now, if game was even here, we just went to base and bought our items, right?
Yeah.
You
Pay
like
for plays, the farm, but kind of like what you said is if team is there, you got to be there.
yeah, in a situation where your team's ahead and they have bounties, your only
Yeah.
priority is to ensure your team doesn't give away these bounties. Because
Yeah,
how are you
kinda
gonna
should
lose this game, right? If you guys
Yeah.
fight as a team and don't give away bounty, if you guys play 4v4, 5v5, you're just gonna win, even if it's a 5v4,
Hmm.
right? Because that's you're up 10k gold. The only way you can throw is if you're doing exactly what you're doing and your team runs it down. Because you can't rely on your teammates, right?
No,
But
that's like literally the biggest thing I think I'm getting from this.
yeah,
'Cause
this is
it
this is
happens.
this is
Literally
this is the
80% of my
yeah,
games I
this is
lose.
exactly, and the reason why I'm
Yeah.
putting so much focus on this right now is because speaking from experience, like this is the biggest issue consistent in every single rank, right? Like you'll see this like up until like GM, to be honest, where people aren't staying like this is not really gonna happen GM. I mean, honestly, it will. Your team's gonna have a big ego. They're gonna try to fight this without
Yeah.
you, and they're gonna lose,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna blame you because you're not there. And it's actually it is your like it's not necessarily your fault. Like in this situation,
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
not necessarily your
Yeah,
fault.
I mean, they
but-
shouldn't even necessarily be there because there's nothing to get.
Yeah, but the way you should think about it is you should take accountability
Yeah.
and think it's your fault.
Yeah, protect the
Because you
president,
can
right?
actually
Protect the
you
bounties.
exactly you can
Yeah.
you can prevent all of this if you're just there. Now in this situation
True.
it didn't matter, but in future situations, and I'm sure you've had games like this, everybody's had games like this where your team
Dude, yeah.
you're up 10k gold, your team fights without you, boom, you lost. But actually, your team doesn't have to fight without you because you should be there and sack a reset, right? You shouldn't take a reset and spend your 2,000 gold. You already have your items, so just stay and fight with them. Make sure they get out safe, and then they take a reset. Then you can take a reset. Right?
True.
Um,
So true.
yeah, it's really big though. This is one
No,
of
that's
the
huge,
key
that's
focus.
huge.
This is one of the biggest like things you should be focusing on this game because you're gonna be in positions where you're this ahead again, but like
Yeah, then we just give
it's
like
easily throwable. Right?
cast in like 3 bounties. then we
Exactly,
lose.
exactly. Like cast
Yeah.
in a soul, you give a scaling champ 3 bounties, or like, you know, even Echo getting 3 bounties can be bad too. But
True.
yeah, that's like the biggest takeaway from this game. Like overall, we played decent, but this situation is this is very common. This happens all the time. Even when your team's not that ahead and you're the one who's ahead, it's even worse if your team's even and you're ahead and you're not there. It's even worse, right? Because a 4v4, like if your team's fighting without you, it's probably gonna be bad. But if you're there, it's gonna be good, right?
Yeah.
Also, something you can do and something you should be doing is you should ping more. You're not pinging enough. What I mean by this is, for example, just let's take this situation for example, right? You're on Raptors, you're gonna go full clear. Your team is here.
Ping,
You
yeah,
should
ping
spam ping
away.
6 times, spamping away, because you can kind of anticipate what's gonna happen, right?
Yup.
You can anticipate this easily. Your team's gonna get overextended like this. Either you spam ping them. Like the better play is always gonna be here, but if you want to play for your camps, play for objective, play for invade, get yourself ahead, you spam ping these guys away, right? It's really important. And because the reason why I'm saying this right now to you specifically is because as you climb, once you get to masters, or you're close to masters, people are gonna start respecting your pings a little bit more. Just in general, I'm not saying like everybody's gonna respect it. No, sometimes people don't listen, whatever. But just in general, the way to play consistently, because League is all about consistency, right? You want to play consistently through every game because every game is different. You should focus on yourself, but spam pinging these guys away is gonna be good, especially once you reach like masters and stuff. People are gonna start respecting you when you're 9-1, right? So just in general, pinging more, pinging information that we have. For example, early game, 1 minute into the game, you have Raptor vision, you know Echo 3 camps, and you know spam ping that he's bot side when he's bot side, right? Because you can easily predict it. Or spam ping he's on Krugs when he's on Krugs, because you can easily predict it, right? Stuff like that, we should be pinging more. When it's an easy drag fight, or like you need mid prio, spam ping mid prio, then go drag, right? Spam ping these things.
Yeah.
It's a really good habit. Like I'm not even trolling. I think every game I ping like 500 times just to like make sure my team's on the same page, because then like the game's really easy when people are on the same page, right? Yeah, but in general, we don't need this farm. We have our items. Doesn't matter. Nah, I think there's like one more thing here. It's only one. I don't remember what happened. Oh yeah, we take another base here, but then you end up staying on map, I think, right?
Yeah, no, I should just stay on map here. Cause
Oh no, do we base?
Could
Oh,
have.
we do base. So like same situation.
Yeah.
If two of our teammates are basing, then you could argue okay, base. But here, our entire team is staying. What's more valuable, us getting stacks or us being with our team preventing the bounties from being taken? Right? It's always a ladder. You always want to. So this is the exact same thing, and this is how you're gonna lose these games when you're up 10k gold, 12k gold, because you're not there. Because you're up 3,000 gold and echo by yourself, right? So just like that, the leads already cut down that much. If you're not there. But yeah, just in general, the biggest focus you have is just making sure you're with your team. And if you're not with your team, at least just spam ping them and trying to prevent this. This is easily throwable, right? But yeah, other than that, that's all the notes. And just in general, we're not moving camera enough early game to check lane states. And by lane states, I mean just checking enemy HP tells you a lot, right? And just in general, our catting needs work on camps. But yeah, the main focus for all these notes and just this game in general is this game was a stomp, but it's like you can see how easily throwable it is when you're not there.
Yep.
Right, so just in general, babysitting your teammates when you have a big lead and not taking a reset when you don't really need it, right? But other than that, if you have no other further questions, that about wraps up the session.
Bro, I'm gonna be masters next time you coach me.
Yeah, honestly, like a lot of potential for sure. If you just focus on like overall decision making is good. Our thought process is like good for the most part. I like especially how you were like full clearing and you go Krugs and red for dragon Q stacks. This is good. It's something you should be thinking about, right? That's something I think about. So I like what I see there. But yeah, overall though we played pretty good. We stomped this game easily, but again, there's a lot of things we can improve on.
Yeah.
So yeah, but if you have no further questions, that about wraps it up, to be honest.
I'm all good, brother. Appreciate it.